Here now, Emily Stack, chairwoman of the North Carolina Young Republicans. I mean, it's quite frustrating, no matter which political party you're from, to see this back and forth and understand really where the truth is. As a young Republican voter in the state of North Carolina, close to all of this damage and people suffering, where's your head right now? What do you make of all of this?
Well, honestly, we're all just very much our hearts are bleeding for our Western friends and family, and we've been focused entirely on making sure that we check in on our friends and our family. We had actually one young Republican who lost his house, lost his job because he was a small business owner, and lost his fiance. So our focus is making sure that these people get what they need in the West. And honestly, locally, our state House and Senate members have been very supportive. They recently unanimously across party lines passed a bill for several $1,000,000 to support the West in the rebuild. And that's what I love to see, and all of us young Republicans love to see, is that we have government coming together, at least on the state level, to help get these people the help they need to come back.
Yeah, this is the time to come together, to lean on one another and make sure that people have the resources that they need. Voting access, Emily, becomes a real challenge between now and Election Day, less than 4 weeks away, and you've got roads that are washed away. What does that recovery look like to make sure that people who want to vote will be able to?
That's currently something that our General Assembly is very much in talks with, especially with the Board of Elections. And as young Republicans, we're working to see what we can do to help get those votes out to the area. But obviously, our priority is making sure first these people have homes, have food, and have water. We will be obviously looking closely at what we can do to help them get to the polls come between now and Election Day.
Voter turnout is going to be an issue. Are these predominantly Republican areas when you look at the demographics of some of the hardest hit spots?
Yes, so there is quite a bit of a Republican hard area, but Buncombe County, Asheville is a bit more left-leaning. So it's a little bit of a mix, honestly.
So aside from the storm, which is top of mind, lives first, what are some of the other issues, Emily, as you talk to young Republicans in the state, that's important to them, that is driving them in this election?
It's definitely the economy. Our young Republicans' ages range from 18 to 40. So we have people coming out of college, they have student debt loans. They're trying to find jobs. They're going in and they're saying, I can't really find a job. The job market's not great. You have ones with kids that are saying, hey, I can't afford to feed my kids, or I don't have, gas is not exactly the cheapest it's been. And then you have ones trying to buy a home, and the housing market's not great either for trying to buy a house. And then you have people trying to switch careers. That's not great either. So it's definitely an economy thing.
Are you seeing more engagement among both political parties this election cycle? And if so, why?
We're definitely seeing quite an increase, at least from North Carolina. I can speak on our level. We've had quite an increase in membership interest, and that's been very organic. So honestly, it's the most organic outreach I've had from people reaching out to our website just to say, hey, I want to get involved.
Are these, speaking as a Republican, are these new voters? Are they independent voters? Are they formerly Democratic voters? Where are you seeing the biggest block of people coming to your party?
It seems to be more independent voters. Quite a few of them have been not registered as they've been independents.
And what do they tell you about the reason that they're swaying right or are seeming more conservative aligned?
They feel that what we have is not working, and they want to find a solution. They're like, hey, I haven't been active, but I feel like this is my time to get active and actually choose a side and find solutions that'll help my family and my future and my kids.
Trump has made a couple of visits to North Carolina. He may make more between now and Election Day. What more would you like to see from the candidate you're supporting to meet your needs and other young Republicans in this time?
Just to keep showing more support towards the issues we care about, like making sure that we understand that we need to look for solutions that are long-term for the generations coming up. And that's honestly the biggest one.
And does Trump make you feel optimistic about the future?
Currently, yes. We have a lot of enthusiasm for him in the young Republicans. A lot of them are like, you just feel like he's the change that we need from what we currently have.
Emily Stack, thank you. And again, to your friends, family, and your community and neighbors who are suffering through this storm, please give them our best. We're thinking about you. Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.